So this exercise is the famous banded glute clamshell, very, very often prescribed as a physiotherapy exercise, and it is very, very effective for getting the medial glutes and the glutes to the side of the pelvis to work a lot more effectively. Now, the way I'd enhance this movement is making sure you're in a position where you can scoop the hips underneath and create some posterior tilt. So that's why I have my hand on my lower abdomen, so I can feel that I'm engaging that lower part of the abdominals and almost like doing a crunch position, so I get my pelvis tucked underneath. Now, a key tip for this one is that when you're taking your foot out to the side is to inhale through the nose and control backwards. So I want you to inhale as you're going out to the side, then breathe out as you go back into this position. You want to scoop the hips underneath as you're driving into the band and aiming to do a contraction. So it's not just doing the movement, you should be aiming to get a mindful contraction in the glute itself. So this is a really effective way of getting the glutes on the outside of the body to fire up, and especially if you have limited external rotation. But one of the things that people neglect is that we're going to have different levels of strength in external rotation in the hip at different positions. So doing them in one position is only strengthening them in that portion of the squat or the deadlift. That's why putting your knees up closer to your chest is also going to be effective. So we can work on more deeper squat position movement. And then also, equally as much, we can move our feet further away and work on the position and the strength of the glute in that range as well. What I would recommend doing is finding where you're weakest, so knees close to the chest, closer to the floor, or at the mid-range, and working on that position for anywhere between 10 to 20 reps. But the main thing is you're getting a pump, or you're getting that activation or that feeling, that neural activation in the glute where you can really feel it working.